Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. What if you check your phone records and find out your wife is sending thousands of text messages to a coworker? What would be your next step? Let's find out all about it in this story. Also, if you enjoy my content, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
My wife and I have been together for 9 years, married for 1, and we own a business together. Our first year of marriage has been tough. The stress at work and stress at home has taken its toll. However, one thing I never thought I would ever have to worry about was infidelity. In the past, we've had a very active bedroom, and I would never imagine her capable of it. However, today that trust was broken. I woke up early to get ready for work. We've been going over on our data plan, so I logged into our cell account to see where we were at. While checking, I saw my wife had 3,000 plus text messages this month. That seemed crazy, as she is not the type that is glued to her phone. This set off some red flags, and I clicked on the link to see what was going on. I found that her and an employee of ours had exchanged nearly 2,000 text messages in the last few weeks. They were sent at all times during the day and night, even after we went to bed last night.
OP didn't want to freak out over anything. He finished getting ready, then woke her up and asked her about it.
I said something along the lines of, "What's going on with employee?" She said, "What?" I asked her if she and employee were texting each other a lot. She said no. I asked her if I could see her phone. We've never kept our phones from each other. She said sure and handed it to me. There were no texts from him at all on her phone. Now, alarm bells were going off. I told her that I had checked the phone records and could see that they had texted each other thousands of times over the last few weeks. Where are the messages? She then broke down and told me that they were chatting a lot about marital problems, as he was having a tough time as well. She said she had told him things in confidence about our problems that she would rather not tell me about, so she was deleting the messages.
OP was rather upset and not sure if he could believe that.
She apologized and promised that they had never crossed the line or been physical, and that nothing had ever happened between them. She went to the bathroom and took her phone with her as I went out for some air. I wasn't done talking yet, but she wasn't coming out of the bathroom, so I asked her to come out so we could talk. I tried to be calm, but in no uncertain terms told her that is very wrong to be talking to an employee that way, but even more so, I was very upset about the lying. She promised no more lying and that she wouldn't text him anymore. I asked her if she had already texted him to tell him I knew, and she said no. She said she would stop contacting him and that I was welcome to discuss it with him. We talked for about an hour, and I was starting to believe her, even though she was being a bit confrontational. Eventually, she decided that an hour was long enough to talk about it, and that she wanted to be done talking and go to the gym. I told her that I wasn't feeling very good about our talk, and still had more to say. She said that was too bad because she was leaving, and she had already given me an hour to talk about how I felt and said she needed a break.
OP went to work and then looked up the phone records again.
Sure enough, she was sending him text messages while she was in the bathroom and was continuing to lie to me even after promising no more lies. I was sure then it was a relationship. I called her and told her I knew about the other messages and asked why she continued to lie to me. She said she knew I would be angry about more texts, so she lied. We fought quite a bit from here, but basically she repeated over and over that it was not physical and that she was very sorry for lying and it won't happen again. I asked the employee. He followed her story, saying it was never anything at all physical, but that they were talking about intimate details of our lives that I would perhaps not like him to know. He apologized, but said he was just trying to help.
OP considers the employee is a pretty good guy and almost believed him.
She deleted the very first text message she sent to him today, but everything else looked like what they had both said, sharing more than I would care to have an employee know about my marriage. I guess I'm asking if I'm an idiot if I believe her. Is this a deal breaker, even though I don't have hard evidence? Am I an AH for not respecting her privacy? Is that why she deleted all the messages in the first place? Maybe I just want to type it all out and see how I feel about it and reading it back. Edit 1. We talked more today. She said she was willing to cut all contact and fire him herself. However, when I told her I could recover all of the deleted messages and asked for her phone, she told me no. She said that she said things in confidence that she didn't think I had a right to read. I said there's nothing she should be saying to another man that I don't have a right to read. I told her that she had already broken my trust, and I had every right to know what was and wasn't said. She disagreed. I think I am done. I'm currently nursing a bottle and trying to figure out what to do next. I could really use all the internet hugs in the world right now. Edit 2. We started marriage counseling about a month ago. However, she didn't go to the second appointment. She said she was too anxious. She does have some rather serious anxiety issues.
End of the story. Well, OP, does it really matter if nothing physical happened? She was texting him while you were breaking down talking about your marriage, and then she left you to go to the gym. She could have tried to work through it with you and not texting him. She should have suggested marriage counseling and spent the night with you, etc. She didn't do anything to indicate that she even wants to fix the marriage. Couples don't have to check each other's phones, and at the same time, they should not act shady, so they have no reason to worry about that kind of stuff. OP, you checked because you had a reason to. She kept up with the same behavior even while you are trying to discuss the issue with her. Obviously, you both need an outlet to discuss this marriage. Marriage counseling is the way to go, probably individual counseling for you both as well. Either way, even if nothing was physical yet, it was an emotional affair. What was her end goal? Why is she discussing your marriage with another man so frequently instead of discussing it with you and trying to fix it? Start the paperwork right now. Maybe the reality of it will scare her straight and she will start doing therapy with you. If not, proceed with the divorce. End of the first story. We have another story coming up next, but before that, if you are enjoying the video so far, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. The second story is titled, My Wife Said She Doesn't Love Me Anymore and Wanted to End the Marriage.
We have been married for 8 years. About 6 weeks ago, my wife told me she didn't love me and didn't want to be married to me anymore. I was a bit blindsided, but we haven't been communicating well for a little while. She said I made her feel like I didn't love her. Over the past year, my wife started going out more without me. We had a small discussion about it, but didn't really approach the subject too much. 2 weeks go by, and she says it again, said she's been thinking and pretty adamant. We have a 6-month-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. I told her I'd give her some more time to think.
OP went and stayed with some friends for the working week and then had the kids on the weekends. The wife would go to her parents' place or be with her friends.
We had been doing this for a few weeks and having some positive discussions, but when I came to swap over with the kids on Friday, she told me she's been talking to another guy for a few weeks, and she kissed him when they met up at an event during this past week that she took the kids to. Even before this point, I didn't hold too much hope of getting back together anyway. So I started asking her questions about it all. She met him at the gym, only been talking on social media, and met him once more at a social function. I then said, "What else are you not telling me?" She said nothing else. Later on, she asked me that I would join dating apps as she just wanted me to be happy. She said that she didn't want me to go out with anyone that she knew. I told her if she was leaving me, she doesn't get to say in that anymore. She got really angry and said I shouldn't join anything straight away, give it time and talk to her before dating anyone.
OP said again it's not her issue anymore and he's going to do whatever he thinks that is best for him.
She got pretty mad and said that I was just going to go to bed with anyone and everyone. I said no, I need time to heal. She said that she didn't believe me and that I would probably be on there tomorrow. She was quite upset by the conversation. I asked her why she was so worried about me talking to other girls. I asked if there was something she wasn't telling me. She said no, but I kept pressing. Finally, she said that she's been having a physical relationship with a friend of ours since May 2019. She would have been approximately 6 weeks pregnant with our son at that time. I was really angry at this point. She said she would go meet him when he says she would be going to the gym in the evenings or when she says she's with other girlfriends. She also said he would come over to our house, did it in our marital bed, living room, couch, etc. during work days, as he kept differing hours. She said it was multiple times a week at some points. I feel destroyed. I broke all contact off with this friend, blocked him on all social media, and never want to see or talk to him again. My wife says it was only physical, there was no emotional connection, but I find it hard to believe. I trusted her completely, and have only begun to suspect something over the last few months. She'd been hiding her phone all the time, and had been going out more ever since our son was born.
They are officially done with the marriage now because she cannot be trusted at all.
She's a terrific mom, so I'm not worried too much about our kids' safety, and I think we will be able to get into a good co-parenting routine. We have been amicable so far, and have started to split assets. It is difficult right now with her not having a place to live yet. She's waiting for government benefits as she's unemployed. Had a few people say I should put her out and take full custody until she can provide a place for them to live, but that would just hurt the kids. In some odd way, I have sort of forgiven her already. She still has a special place in my heart as the mother of my kids. Gonna take the high road for now, let her sort herself out so we can be the best parents we can be. I can stay with my friends during the week for the foreseeable future. Putting her out would just make the situation worse. She has already moved on, and I've accepted that she's left our marriage. I will look for another place to live when the lease on this place runs out in another 6 months, taking this little while to heal, as well as look after my kids and myself.
End of the story. Now here's what OP has to say at the end. If not for the kids, she would have been on the streets weeks ago. Also, I have to co-parent with her for many years to come. I know it is letting her not to face all the consequences, but they will come soon enough. I'm being the bigger person here and thinking of how I can keep the kids' routine as normal as possible. It is not fair to them that their mother has been a despicable human being. I am going to get a STD check and most likely get a paternity test too. I love my son, but if I don't do it, there will always be that thought at the back of my head, maybe he's not mine. I am in no rush to date, and it's going to be a while before I'll be able to properly trust a woman again. I am not in that headspace yet. My priorities are my kids and my health. I'm doing counseling and talking to lots of trusted friends and family. I will never sleep in the same bed again after knowing what she has done. I will be chopping the bed into firewood and throwing the mattress away. I can move on knowing that I put everything into my marriage and family. She, on the other hand, has to live with the knowledge that she messed it all up for some brief moments of gratification. I am going to get the ultimate payback by being the best person that I can be and doing it all without her. Thank you all for taking your valuable time to listen to my story. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.